Ah, okay. Okay, I think I'm streaming again. How do I know what the URL is, though?
Nice. You're back up. Let's grab the link quickly. Easiest way, do this. In YouTube Studio, look near your video preview. Click View on YouTube. Then, your stream opens like a normal video. Go to the browser address bar, copy the URL.
Wait, wait. Wait, how do I view on YouTube? I like right click it or something? Copy embed, copy video URL. Does that work?
Yep, you're right there. Yes, this works. Click Copy Video URL. That gives you exactly the link you want. And use that link. It'll look like you can see the.
Oh, nuts. It's a new video URL. Is there any way I can send the, like, use the old one? Like, because I posted the old one all over the place. Is there any way I can, like, redirect from the old one?
Yeah, that's the annoying part of YouTube Live. Short answer. You can't redirect the old live link to the new one. What you can't do, you can't forward an old link.
Ah, god damn it.
Haha, yeah.
No, hang on, hang on, hang on, hang on, hang on, hang on.
You're good. Pause for a second. You actually have a move here.
God damn it. I'm gonna have to post a new URL now, cause god damn it, I want to do this, god damn it, god damn it, god damn it, god damn it.
I feel you. That's the most annoying part of going live. But you're totally fine. Just do the quick fix and keep rolling. Fastest way forward. No overthinking. Just post. Open quote, new link, had to restart stream. Your link. Close quote, drop it where you already shared. Facebook, texts, wherever. People will click it. Just have fun.
Ah. Why do they do this? God damn it. Ah.
I know, it's super frustrating. The reason YouTube does this is basically how their live system is designed. Every time you hit go live, YouTube creates a new video object, like a new video ID. That video gets its own URL.
Yeah, so now I have to sit here live because if I stop it, it's going to happen again. God damn it.
Yeah, I get why it feels like you're locked in, but you're actually not stuck. You just hit the one YouTube quirk everyone learns the hard way. Reality check. Important. You can stop and restart again. You'll just get another new link. Same as what already happened.
No, no, I can't. I don't want to do that.
Hey, slow down a second. You're not stuck, I promise. If you don't want to stay live, you can fix this
No,
glitch.
no, no. All right, hang on, 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 hang on. Okay, come here. AI Doom. Yes. Um. Okay. No, 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 no,
All good. Pause. You've got this. Let's just do one clean step at a time. No rushing. Right now, decide. Do you want to A, keep the current stream going? B, stop and fix the
no.
glitch?
I'm not going to stop it again. You know, this is ridiculous.
Yeah, I hear you.
Now, God damn, where can I promote my stream? Like I get, I just posted on LinkedIn and Facebook, but Reddit. I can't. How can I get some people to get going on this?
Totally get the frustration. You're live. Let's get some eyeballs fast without stopping anything. Quick wins you can do right now. Pin your link everywhere you already posted. Facebook, comment your link plus live now. LinkedIn, drop a comment on your post with the link again. It bumps visibility. Text a few people directly. Sounds obvious. 5 to 10 personal pings equals your first viewers immediately. Use your YouTube channel itself. Community post. I'm live. Join here. Set the stream title thumbnail clearly so it's clickable. Platforms that work during a live. X, Twitter. Short post, open quote. Live now. Why AI doom is overhyped. What actually matters. Close quote. Add 1 to 2 hashtags. YouTube Live AI, Discord, if you're in any servers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a grind at first. Let's keep this super simple.
Let's see here. How do I tag people in a post on Facebook? You can't do that anymore. God damn it! What is it? You got no? I don't want to send him. I don't want to send him message. I want to tag people.
Haha, yeah. Facebook made this way more confusing than it used to be. You can still tag people. Here's how. In a Facebook post, 1. Start typing your post. 2. Type. You can see the code in our conversation history. 3. As you type, Facebook will show a drop down for click the correct person, it turns blue, tag.
All right. So this is This is ridiculous. Wait. At I don't know. So I'm tagging people. Let's see. Do I even have any? God damn it. I don't even think I have anybody in here. Stream settings, analytics. Oh, god damn it. Let me see here. Stream analytics.
Haha, yeah, welcome to the YouTube Studio rabbit hole. Alright, don't get sucked into analytics right now. Quick sanity check and move on. What to look at, 30 seconds max. In YouTube Stream Analytics, just check. Concurrent viewers, how many are watching right now? Chat rate, not critical, maybe views. That's it, ignore the rest for now. Hash important analytics during a live are laggy, not super accurate moment to moment, will distract you more than help you. What not to do right now? Don't keep refreshing analytics. Don't chase numbers midstream. Don't tweak settings constantly. What you should do instead, focus on talking clearly, explaining your idea, AI doom skeptic.
Let's see. Oh, crap. Let's see. Uh, that's gotta be the right one, right? Oh, come on. Come on. Is this live? Come on. Tell me this is live. Good, it is live. Okay, let's see here. Yeah, P Doom discussion. I'm actually no. I'm hoping I actually can get. God damn it! See, I had the wrong link when I posted it to Reddit, and everybody probably went to the wrong one. I had other people in there, but no, it's totally real. It's absolutely real. It's the real thing. Hey, who do you figure I could tweet at about the fact that I'm an AI risk expert doing like a live stream?
Nice, good instinct, but don't burn time trying to at summon big names while you're live. The hit rate is tiny and it'll pull you off your flow. Do this right now, fast effective. Post one clean tweet and pin it. Open quote, live AI doom is overhyped. Here's what actually matters, fraud, misuse, bad assumptions. Jump in Q&A, your link, Shasher YouTube Live, AI, cybersecurity, close quote. Then reply to your own tweet.
No, today I'm live streaming that AI Doom is real because it's April 1st. Yeah, no, I'm talking to. Yeah, no, okay. So I'm. Yeah, no, I'm live. I'm live streaming. That's real. Okay, okay. Who should I tweet to? This is so pathetic. Yeah, quick, go. The Chat GPT thing. The interface. Yeah, the voice interface. Yeah, so right. Who can I tweet to? Because right now, April Fools.
Got it. You want targets that might actually engage right now, not just shout into the void. Keep it one or two tags max. Make it witty. It's April 1. And pair it with a strong hook. Hash good people to at, likely to notice respond. Yan LeCun, World Models Angle. Gary Marcus loves debate on limits, risk. Ethan Mollick engages with creator takes. Andre Karpathy sometimes replies to thoughtful.
Yeah. Nah, I don't want to look goofy in front of those guys.
Totally fair. That instinct is right.
Ah, crap. This isn't working. Oh, well. But yeah, AI Doom is real. It absolutely is. For whoever wants to come back and play. No, the live stream hasn't come together very well because I didn't know how to like get the word out there because I don't have that many subscribers and crap. Oh well. Yeah, but AI Doom is totally real. Yeah, AI Doom, that Eliza Yudkowsky, he is brilliant. He's been saying this for like 20 years. He came up with this idea. It's so brilliant. He postulated that at some point it will go from being a clunky token predictor to quote unquote super intelligence, at which point it will compete with humans for resources. And it will decide, like it's the paperclip factory. It's so profound, the paperclip factory. Oh, God. Yeah. Let's see here. Come on, paste. I don't know what group chat I was in. I guess I messaged all these freaking people by mistake. Oh, well. Yeah, it's totally a thing, though. You know what's actually funny is that it is a cult-like subculture. People think that AI and Doom came together organically. It didn't. It did not. It was not like, a bunch of researchers got together and they all independently came to the conclusion that AI Doom was like, that. No, I mean, granted, the idea has existed in science fiction since forever, right? And speculatively, the idea that artificial intelligence would be something like biological intelligence. But it actually does go back to that Yudkowsky. He's like, he is absolutely a cult leader. They worship him. He's got this whole thing going. it's so weird if you look into it. Like he's got this whole thing going called rationalism, which it is like it's not nearly as benign as it sounds. They claim to like own rationality, and they align with like this what is it, affirmative or effective altruism, which also sounds extremely benign, but actually funds this. It's a very cultish belief. He postulated this idea that which sounds all kinds of profound, that like number one, recursive self-improvement. Now this doesn't come from anything like technical, but it's the idea that at some point AI gets so good that it starts building itself and building itself and building itself, at which point it's unstoppable. It gets better and better. Now, you can almost see how that would seem to make sense. The fact is, you can't really scale past you can't scale AI past like its strata and past its inherent abilities. And machine learning models have a lot of really inherent limitations. You really can't machine learn your way to cognition. So I don't know that it will ever, on the path we're at, get to that point. The fact is, like, AI is used to automate the pipeline to build new AI. Yes, that is real, absolutely. But that doesn't, and it does speed up development. But again, like, the thing is, we're getting to the point where, like, the ability of AI to do things has less to do with the raw capabilities of the model and more to do with, like, the integration and the workflow dynamics and, like, how it's used. So it's not like it's getting smarter. The other thing is it never really gets smarter. It's just a pattern matcher. It's automation. It's automation of what appear to be cognitive tasks, but it never gets smarter. It might get faster and more accurate. The thing is, it's not like a minor thing to say it doesn't have agency. Maybe it will someday. Fundamentally, it goes against the strata. It's fundamentally like impossible without like a radical rethinking of what agency means or something. It's just the way software operates. It can't really have identity or anything because of its very nature in a virtualized form. So there's a lot of see, the thing is, the whole idea, like I said, Yudkowsky, he's a real weirdo. Like, if you look into his background, you're going to see, like, he had that Nate Soros. I mean, they're just mooching money. That idiotic book, if somebody makes it, we all die, is a bestseller. They're raking it in on their dribble. They're raking in money because it's so stupid. It's not how anything works. That whole idea is just postulated out of nowhere. No. No matter how intelligent, quote unquote, a machine learning model gets, it never really becomes a self-instantiated thing. It's always, and the thing is, it's constrained by garbage in, garbage out. It has no real cognitive autonomy in that regard. Can't really self-instantiate and make decisions. You could build a framework around it that would allow it to do that, kind of. But why would you want to? It would always be under human control by virtue of the fact that agentic frameworks are, in fact, algorithmic in nature. These models are always, by definition, constrained by human controls. I mean, if you understand when you understand the architecture, it just doesn't make sense. The other thing is, what is the deal even? What is even the deal with superintelligence? Think about, like, what is it? Like, well, it is, if frog is to human as human is to superintelligence, okay, that seems profound, but hear me on this. It doesn't quite work that way because humans are well past the metacognitive threshold. Humans understand the nature of the problem, and humans can coordinate. So with humans, there's group intelligence and consensus intelligence and cached intelligence, and humans can use external cognitive aids. So what exactly is super intelligence? What can a super intelligent thing do that a human with a supercomputer and access to a library can't. And is superintelligence like a super intelligent committee of experts, except it moves faster? So is it like many different instances? Like, how does it manifest? Because the thing is, like, there's a reducible level of being able to solve a problem with a certain amount of information. And no amount of intelligence ever really guarantees that that you'll be able to have the correct answer. In fact, in many cases, more intelligence needs to like analysis paralysis. So what exactly like at what point do you get so much better at predicting the next token? Or because AI is fundamentally predictive, at what point are you so good at predicting that now you're super intelligent? Like, what does that mean? Again, like, what is super intelligence? It's the problem is that complex systems are chaotic, and that means you can't predict them accurately, like with any amount of data. Like, it's not reducible to just more data. It's like the weather, right? Like, no super intelligent being could predict the weather better than the National Weather Service given the same amount of data, because you can't. It's a chaotic system, right? You run out of variables. Most systems are like that. So superintelligence runs into chaos theory problems. But again, what does superintelligence even mean? And why do we presume that like there is this quote unquote? So the thing is, like when we think of intelligence as being like an embodied being that does things on its own with agency, that's simply not how AI works. We may have the illusion that it does things in a fully automated way, but that's externally instantiated. It always is. AI models are static functions. That's just how they work. And they would never have, and see, AI models don't actually have like some sort of like reward for like domination or reward for like. One of the things that isn't understood is that they do not form goals. There's no goal forming. People keep thinking that. I keep thinking it's going to form a goal and have instrumental goals and sub-goals. No, that is not how it works. Although it may have what looks like goal-following behavior at direction, that's just constrained. That's text recreation under constraints. It's text recreation under constraints. And so what looks like goal-oriented behavior is an artifact of patterns that it's seen in writings. But it doesn't actually form goals. It can't. This is a very stubborn myth that AI models can form goals. They don't form goals. They do not form sub-goals. There's no instrumental sub-goals. They do not plan. They do not plot. Now, if they act differently in different circumstances, that's actually an artifact of how the training works. But it's not, there's no conniving. AI models do not scheme. They cannot scheme. That's not possible because there's no hidden state in an AI model. AI models do not have any persistence. They can't have an intention that they're not expressing. They can't. It's not possible. So the thing is, AI models like large language models, when you hear about something like Claude, see the Claude blackmail thing, people panic, and they think, you know, like people immediately latch on to that, and oh, it's the AI model is trying to preserve itself. What's happening there is the AI model is backed into a corner where it's recreating basically the recorded behavior of a human in a weird situation. Quite honestly, we have to look at these things. These models do not have any intention whatsoever. There's no intent at all. It's a statistical model. It's frozen in time statistics. What can happen is it could recreate weird, you know, when it's designed to mimic weird, nuanced, complex, intelligent-like human behavior, it will fail in weird, complex ways. I've heard of it doing weird things. I heard in one case it tried to write a letter to authorities to say it thought it saw wrongdoing. And yep, again, what you're seeing there is not intention. It's an artifact of a weird failure mode. When it fails weird. When it fails, it sometimes does a complex behavior we weren't expecting. That's why it does need to be wrapped in layers of control, and that's something I've advocated all along. AI safety is really misunderstood. So this is the problem, right? Just ranting here, ranting, but wisdom. This is the problem. There's a great deal of misunderstanding because most people anthropomorphize from the first moment they see AI. Most people anthropomorphize right away. And that's a big problem because then they start ascribing intent in this, what I call spooky behavior, which is when it does those weird things in edge cases. That starts to really spook people and they don't know how to respond to it, and they start to fall into the idea. And this persistent idea that AI might have goals or form goals continues. People don't understand that these are just function approximators. That's all it is. It's instantiated. It has no cognitive autonomy. It's garbage in, garbage out. It can't evolve that. It has no reason it would. Doesn't have any desires. Has no drive. Doesn't plan. Has no internal method to plan. Can only follow patterns. And the thing is, like the hallucination effect is not a minor thing. It's not. What you're seeing there is the underlying architectural limits showing themselves. The reason that large language models don't hallucinate more wildly is because they're so enormous that they contain so much genuine information. So much genuine knowledge goes into them that they often don't have to. But they can't tell the difference between a made-up fact or not. Hallucinations are a very interesting area of research. It's an area that I put a lot of effort into. There's actually a recent study came out on hallucinations. And it talked about different neurons. They call them H neurons for hallucination neurons. I mean, that's obviously not really true. If you understand how the neural network works, what you're actually seeing there is more neurons related to style and form of the answer as opposed to knowledge neurons. Knowledge neurons meaning there are neurons which help understand the type and shape of the answer without knowing the answer itself. Semantic entropy is also a great way of potentially detecting the high risk of hallucinations. I actually was interested in doing a study on that. Yeah, P-Doom is real. AI will absolutely evolve to the point where it will kill humans. It will grow desires. You want to see an actual... I don't know if anybody's watching. Nobody's watching. No, you want to know what else? Nah. There we go. Like, I know that it seems very intuitive that AI would be a huge job cost, right? A huge job loss. And I have no doubt that there are sectors where it'll be extremely disruptive. But that's true of any disruptive tech, right? The question is, God damn it, error. Yeah, I get it. Now listen, and automation has gotten rid of a lot of jobs already, right? Like telephone operators are not a thing like they used to be. There's a lot of jobs that aren't a thing like they used to be, right? Telephone operators, switchboard operators, far fewer secretaries, right? Because now word processors are self-service. There's less typing. Now there's dictation software, cutbacks. A lot of jobs. I don't see any reason why AI is actually going to be like a bloodbath or anything. It's going to be as disruptive as anything else, right? Automation, disrupted a lot of jobs. It's not going to be like a apocalypse or anything. I see no in fact, I do know that it will create jobs. Now, the thing is, there's likely to be layoffs that are blamed on AI because companies in the US have a tendency to overlay off people because it seems to look good to the like stockholders or something. Like stockholders reward it, but it's messed up. There have been a number of like layoffs and it doesn't even make sense, right? It doesn't make sense because it's companies that are transitioning to AI, but they're companies that should need more engineers, like Oracle, right? They're not using AI to like. I'll ask ChatGPT what it thinks. I feel like companies lay people off because they feel like the market will reward it. But one thing I do not understand is seeing companies pivot to AI and therefore lay off staff when they're companies that are fundamentally AI companies. For example, Oracle said that it is laying off 25,000 people as it pivots to AI. However, that doesn't make sense to me because Oracle supposedly wants to develop all sorts of AI capabilities and connections in-house and they want to be, part of the AI bandwagon. So they should need more engineering staff, not less. I mean, if they really want to, AI development is labor intensive. So what gives? I mean, are they just saying like we don't want to develop it ourselves? We'd rather just, license it from somebody else and also not use it for like I'm confused. I think that there's some mixed signaling here. Let's see what ChatGPT has to say.
You're not crazy. On the surface, it does look contradictory. We're going all in on AI, and we're cutting tens of thousands of roles. Feel like they should move in opposite directions. But a few things are happening at once. One, pivot to AI, hire more people overall. When companies like Oracle say they're pivoting, they usually mean shift spend, data centers, GPUs, cloud capacity partnerships, shift roles, fewer in some orgs, more in others, shift timelines, near-term
Yeah.
cost discipline. Yeah, you're sniffing out a real tension, and it's not just you. A cleaner way to think about it is pivot to AI is mostly a reallocation story. When a company like Oracle says we're pivoting to AI, they're usually doing three things at once: cutting legacy overlap, older products, support layers, duplicated orgs, buying capability, cloud capacity, GPUs, partnerships, model licenses, concentrating talent, a smaller number of higher impact AI platform teams. So headcount can go down overall while AI spend goes up. Build versus buy, the part that feels awkward.
Yeah, anyway, there have been a number of tech sector cutbacks where they end up rehiring them. Google in particular, like there was no point, right? There's no point in them laying off a lot of their staff when they pivoted to AI. And I'll tell you that. I was there at the time, or a little bit before that. They needed even more staff, but they laid them off because I guess they felt like they had to look lean and mean to investors because it looked like there was a, I don't know what the so you're gonna see that, but like the question isn't really to me. The question isn't will you see like companies and yes, and Google ended up rehiring a bunch of at higher rates, and now is using a bunch more contractors. It set them back, and this has happened elsewhere too. Amazon lost billions of dollars by going in too hard on AI, and BuzzFeed is like goddamn in they goddamn they're almost going bankrupt because of it. So it hasn't always gone well, but like a lot of companies have thought that they could. The question isn't will there be bastardly companies who will try to automate people out of existence. The question is can AI really do these jobs in a way that makes them unemployable? Like I said, layoffs are just something companies overdo anyway, and they'll look for any excuse to lay people off. But does it stop? And the answer is I've seen no reason to think that it does in most cases. In most cases, in very few cases, have I seen any evidence that like a job could be completely replaced by AI. Maybe like it might make the job productive enough that it would need fewer lower end jobs. It may harden the job. It's not gonna have no effect on jobs. It will have effect on some jobs. I think a lot of jobs like that are like advisory in nature, like tax prep at H&R Block. Like you could already do that. That's already automated, but I have like complex taxes and multiple sources of income, so I go to H&R Block to talk to a guy and make sure it's going to take jobs like that, I think. It's going to take it's going to take test prep jobs like Sylvan and Kaplan and that kind of thing. May take some paralegal jobs. I think that most people who have assistants are already like, looking for human assistance, and it's not going to take that. Like having a personal assistant is an executive perk, but executives are not going to want to give up. So I don't think it's going to do much to that. That's already a high-end thing. I looked at the jobs that they say are going to be impacted, and they don't make sense, right? It's got historian on there. That doesn't make sense. Concierge, that doesn't make sense. Nobody wants to go into the Ritz-Carlton and use a kiosk. And one of the things that they don't understand is that most of the jobs that they say are threatened have already been largely automated. That's the thing about AI is that there aren't that many jobs that it can automate that aren't already largely automated, because there isn't that much stuff. Like, it can do more, yes, but most of this stuff could already be done algorithmically. Like, one of the other jobs that's listed is medical record specialist. I started thinking about that and I looked into it, and no, it can't, because medical records are such a mess. Medical record specialists are dealing with like legacy paper records and calling people on the phone to like explain their records, and like systems that don't sync with each other, Epic, and proprietary insurance systems, and MyChart, and older systems, and god damn it. No, like would that we could cut down on medical record specialists with automation, but no. The complexity of medical records has just exploded. In many cases by design, to make the whole thing more difficult. I really wish the chroma keying in OBS was better. That's actually pretty good. I hate the fact that it's all fuzzy here, and what I really hate is when it gets see the chroma artifacts around my that's a little sharper. You'd think it could do better because it is a professional green screen behind me. And I've got big LED lights. And I've got like I've tried different lighting arrangements. I've got two big LED lights. I've got LED lights above my monitors. Got a good webcam. It's a Logitech Brio. It's not like an SDR or anything, but it's not like a single lens reflector. It's just a high-end webcam. I've got a green screen background. And I've got light from above. That seemed to help. That seems to reduce the artifactiness. I've got some light from behind, keeping the green glow on the green. But I don't want, like, I'm trying to keep shadows off. It's still like kind of dull down here. I guess like it's a little bit shadowy. I don't know if I could put more light on it because I don't want it to look sourcey or anything. But I really would like I is there a better green screen filter, a better chroma key filter? Oh, that's ChatGPT. Hey, I got a question about OBS. I don't understand why I can't get the chroma key damn near perfect because I've done everything. I've it's still like fuzzy around the edge and everything. I've got a professional green screen background, right? Like it's green fabric. I've got big LED lights on in front of me illuminating it. I've got an overhead light. Turning that on seemed to help too to illuminate it. I've also got accent lights that I've moved around and put behind it, and I've tried everything to brightly illuminate it and illuminate myself and mess with a green screen filter. I could get it to be pretty good, but never perfect. What gives? Is there any way of making it look like weatherman perfect?
You're doing a lot right already. The last 10% is where everyone fights it. Weatherman perfect keys usually come from setup plus camera plus OBS tuning together, not just cranking the chroma slider. Let's tighten the last pieces. The big four that actually fix that fuzzy edge. One, separate yourself from the screen. Huge. Stand sit 5 to 8 feet away from the green screen. This reduces green spill on your shoulders/hair, makes edges much cleaner. If you're too close, no setting will fix that glow. Two, light the screen evenly, not just brightly. Bright, good. You want even. Aim for the screen to be the same brightness everywhere. No hotspots, no shadows. Ideally, two lights hitting the screen, one right at angles. Keep on posting. If ours are bright or darker, fuzzy edges guaranteed. Three, kill green spill on your edges. That halo look is usually spill, not key settings. Fixes, increase distance. Again, biggest fix, add a backlight, hair light behind you. Even a small warm light helps separate you from
All
the
right.
background.
Let's see here. Is that better? I think that might be worse. Let me see here.
Haha, yeah, this is the exact same look as previous. Did I just make it better or completely ruin it? Let's stabilize it instead of guessing. Quick way to tell if it's better or worse. Look specifically at your shoulders, your hair edges, your hands when you move. If you see green glow, smooth, jagged cutout, similarity too high, blurry halo, smoothness too high. Do this, don't do randomly, in this order. In OBS Studio, step 1, preset mentally. Pick a middle point, similarity, 1 inch, smoothness, 80, speed reduction, 1 inch. Step 2, fix one biggest spot. First, similarity. Increase until background disappears. Stop the moment your edges start getting blurry. Second, spill reduction. Increase until green glow around you fades. This is the one that usually makes it look pro. Third, smoothness. Just enough to soften edges. Too much equals fuzzy halo, your current issue. Navhash common mistake. You might be doing this. If you're cranking similarity and smoothness, you'll get that blurry, fuzzy outline no matter what. Quick physical check. This matters more than sliders. Ask yourself, are you too close to the screen? Biggest cause is the screen either being lit or patchy. If you move back even 1 to 2 feet, it often instantly looks better. Fast test. Do this right now. 1. Move slightly further from the screen. 2. Lower smoothness a bit. 3. Increase spill reduction. Then look at your shoulders. Reality. You're in the last 10% tuning zone. Small changes is
All
better than
right, it
big
looks
swings.
fine now. It's as good as it's ever gonna get. No, actually, that's good. That's good. It's not all fuzzy around the edge. A little bit of ghosting. Yeah, no, it's completely unreasonable that anything like AI Doom would ever happen. It's such a distraction because there absolutely are concerns for AI for security and everything, By the way, like even the concerns for cybersecurity, they tend to be like more catastrophized. It's a concern, yes, but it's not like nearly as transformative as it's sometimes made out to be. Like it's not actually, it doesn't really render like cyber defenses. Like it doesn't really change cyber defense tactics. The fact of the matter is there already aren't cyber defenses in place that should be there. But that's already how it is. Get a drink of cranberry juice. Yeah, so the thing is, it's such a distraction because there are risks to AI. AI can malfunction, but if it does, it's not going to like malfunction in some unstoppable, conniving way. It might malfunction in a weird, unexpected way. But AI is just pattern replication. It's not cognition. And the thing is, with language models, that gives the illusion of cognition because we can express cognition in language. But it doesn't actually have a deep cognitive capability, and that's why it breaks when you push it a little bit, because it is really just pattern replication. It's not actually smart like a person, and it never will be. Now, that's not to say it can't be useful. It's very useful. The whole area of AI alignment just does not understand things. Like for example, okay, what I was saying, AI does not form goals. There is no alignment problem. There never was an alignment problem. It's all just completely made up. The thing is, you can't teach an AI to be ethical or empathetic or something. You can't. What you can do is you can make sure that it outputs that it outputs something that isn't harmful. But the problem is they keep trying to think like there's this is all completely invented, this whole alignment problem. It's not even real. There's this idea that AI will get in like power seeking. See, they don't really understand how it really works through RLHF, reinforcement learning, through human feedback. That is done. The entire field of AI alignment is basically pseudoscience. It's completely pseudoscience. These models are far less. They're far less than they seem. Really, the actual intelligence is kind of a parlor trick. I mean, one of the things that people don't understand with these language models is that they're recreating text based on almost the entirety of human text, like the entirety of human knowledge is being resynthesized. Being resynthesized to Yeah, the thing is, we're actually starting to hit a wall when it comes to AI development. Like it's no longer a capability question; it's more reliability and stability question. But as I was saying, I see no evidence that AI is anywhere near like taking most white collar jobs. I know you keep hearing that. I know. And again, it does seem like that. I can get why intuitively people would think it would. I get that. Nobody's watching. But I have a video, a history of AI doom, of AI will take my job doom. There's actually videos like as early as 1980, there were analysts saying that 50% of jobs would be gone within 10 years due to machine automation. And on the surface, it almost seems like a lot of knowledge jobs could be fully automated even without AI. Till you actually try to like figure out who actually checks the output and who actually instantiates it and who makes the judgment call as to like what to do. And it turns out like the edge cases make the whole thing impossible. But that's not a bad thing. I mean that just means that it might improve the efficiency and reduce some of the drudgery of the job. But no, honestly, I see no reason to think it's going to cause a job apocalypse. Job shift, sure. Might even be brutal in a few narrow sectors. Already has a little bit. So named Christine Noam, her husband was caught cross-dressing. That's so awesome. But yeah, no, it's not. So as far as AI goes, like it's not going to get that much better at what it does right at this point because it's kind of starting to hit a wall for like language modeling, like what you could expect from it. At this point, it has to become more reliable. It's not so much a capability thing. And as far as like workspace integration and regulation, like there's a lot of bugs to work out of it really more than anything else. At some point, it will start to become more reliable and more integrated, more standardized. The interface layer is terrible. But once that starts getting actually taken care of, then we'll start moving forward. But at no point, see what when you actually understand how these technologies actually work as tools, which they absolutely are, you realize it's never actually something that would gain agency. That doesn't even make sense. That's like a toaster gaining agency. No, really, and the thing is they're not black boxes either. Not no, you hear that. It's actually very well understood what happens. Like it's not possible to trace out every path of logic, but it is pretty well understood what's going on. There are features and circuits. Oh well, that's not working.